her channels as well. So hello everyone, wherever you're joining from. There's already loads of chat, isn't there?
Yes, there is. And we do apologize for being a bit behind schedule. We try our best. Some days. And I hope our internet connection is good today. I know we were a little glitchy last week.
But I think it's all okay. Everything looks clear and concise for me. If you can hear us and see us okay, do let us know. And tell us, have you started your mosaic crochet designs yet? Have you decided which you're making first of all, ordered your yarn and got your patterns for the what we called it, the Mesmerizing Mosaic collection? So the crochet along officially begins today, and that's what we're all here to chat about. But some people took advantage and got the whole collection when we launched a week ago. So people have already, I've seen loads of pictures already. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's always fun when Hannah, Brianna, and I come together for these collections. We have so much fun bringing our audiences together and working on fun stuff. So we're doing mosaics this time around if you're just joining and haven't heard about the collection. So this is a really fun collection to teach you about mosaic crochet. We teach you inset, we teach you overlay, different techniques. There's 6 patterns in the collection. We have a pullover, a cardigan, a poncho, and then we all did matching hats. The 3 of us did matching hats for each of our designs. So you have lots to choose from, and there's YouTube tutorials, written patterns, charts. And today, our cardigan, well, my cardigan, our garments went on our blogs. So if you're joining the collection for the Crochet Along for free, you can now go check out those patterns on our blogs.
Yeah, and we've just sent out an email, haven't we, to everyone that signed up for the free version. There's an email gone out to you to let you know where because we had this before, haven't we? People saying, where do I find the links? Where do I go? Yes. Check in your inbox. If you've signed up, you'll have an email that tells you exactly where to go for them all. And there is also the option, you can, of course, get the whole collection still. That's still running. But also we have them individually listed in our Etsy and our Ravelry stores as well. So there are now 3 different places that you can get all of the patterns. And I suppose for our blog links, if you haven't signed up already, then please do. You can scan the QR code up there, and there'll be a link in all the titles for the lives here. And just check our community groups, our YouTube, everywhere. There will be a link on the video. Just and also just visit our blog because my dog's barking. It will just be the last post that we've done, and all of us on our blogs. If you just scroll down to the latest blog post section, that's where you'll find the garment that we've just posted today.
And if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram, you can comment mosaic or mosaics and you will get all of the details. I'm sorry, it does not work on YouTube, unfortunately, but if you check the description of the video, it will have all of the links there. Same with Facebook, you should be able to find them easily. But Instagram, the easiest way would be to comment mosaics, and you will get a DM with all the info. Yeah, it would be nice if they could get that working on YouTube for us.
I know. How cool would that be? So I just messaged my husband, David, because there's someone knocking at my front door and my dog is, you can probably hear. Yes. So hopefully he'll go and sort that out. Sorry, whoever's at my door.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's people in the comments saying that they're expecting their yarns arriving tomorrow or
wonderful
over the weekend. That's so exciting. I love yarn coming. Oh my goodness. So exciting.
It is the best. I'm expecting a yarn order this week. So I am anxiously anticipating it. I mean, this of course is off topic, but you know that we're always on the go with a new project. So we release one thing, we're already working on several other things.
I know.
So I've been working on a little project for the men that have been doing some construction work. So I'm working on a new studio. We are farmers, for those of you who don't know, and we're ex-dairy farmers. So we used to have a dairy farm. My husband does cash crop farming now. And our dairy barn was kind of just not being really used anymore, like the milk house, the office area. So we've decided to do a renovation to that. So I have a space to kind of take my work out of the house and move it to a separate location so I can film, do my photos. So this project kind of went from a small project into kind of a bigger project. And I'll be sharing videos and pictures soon because it's almost done. But these guys have been here like all spring, summer. They're just finishing up, and I wanted to make them all like hats for their little ones. So I've been working on that, and I just like, you know, when you play yarn chicken and you lose, and it's so
no. Yeah,
so
I know that.
one of the guys, I was making the hat for his daughter, and I lost at yarn chicken. So I'm waiting for that yarn to come. So I'm anxiously waiting because the guys are literally finishing up. They're going to be leaving now. He said he'd come back for it. He's like, oh, I'm going to come back and visit because we've all enjoyed each other, and he loves my dog. So he's going to come back anyways. But yeah, I can't wait to share. And maybe I won't. I had a fun comment on YouTube the other day about my heavy-footed husband walking down the hall.
Oh, really? Oh, poor Aaron.
Poor Aaron. She said that our family's the same way. And I'm like, I'm up in the attic. This is my attic where I do all of my videos, and there are always people in my house. I feel like I never have a quiet time to film. So usually there is some noise in the background of my video. And if my husband walks down the hall, you are guaranteed to hear him like an elephant going down his footsteps.
Oh, that's going to be so amazing though, to have that dedicated space.
It's going to be so nice to have my own space. I take over my house currently. It all looks like, you guys will look at our photos and look at our stuff and think, oh my goodness, it looks so nice, everything. And it's like, no, it's just that little space is nice. The mess that I make doing everything I do is ridiculous. My yarn and my projects take over the house.
Same. My house, my two boys are like obsessed with Lego, which is amazing. But so our house is yarn and Lego. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So now I will have more staging space that will stay clean, because everybody knows, like, we cannot have show homes with children and with people living in our house. Even with myself living in my house.
I know. I often think that with people. Yeah, I often think that with people online. I'm like, but where do you put your stuff? Like, where, you have to live in these places, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I guess we should go. So if you guys, we are here to answer your questions today. So make sure to pop your questions in the comments. We're going to do our best to try to get through them. I know sometimes it can be a little bit trickier over on Instagram, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on that feed as well as this feed over here. The streaming, when we stream to different places, it's interesting how all of the questions come in, and we may not see some of Brianna's. I'm not sure. I'm not
sure it will connect. I think the YouTube ones will connect here on this side, because there's already. So Laurie's asking, I've never done mosaic, and I was wondering what would be the best pattern to start with. So we'll probably be quite, any of them. I think once you get the concept of it, once you learn how to do mosaic crochet, I think any of them, like, they all have things that will make it easy for you if you've never done them before. So the actual, I think maybe garments wise, if you pick the construction of the actual garment that you prefer. So Michelle, yours is top down, isn't it? And then the inset, the inset gets done at the bottom and on the sleeve. Look how gorgeous that is.
So there's no seaming. It's and this is all half double crochet. So that's all pretty easy. And the mosaic pattern itself, this one is fairly basic. So it's just, once you understand the mosaic technique, it is very simple. It is a bigger project. So if you want something smaller, start with one of the hats and but also I did different types of mosaic crochet between my two hats. So the hat is overlay, where this is inset, so you don't have any tails. So depending, like, they are different, but they're both very simple to learn.
Yeah, definitely. And then Brianna's is, you can see the picture of her, can't you, above us? Yeah. Hers is top down, but in like a raglan, so a round yoke, isn't it? And then after that elaborate bit at the top of the yoke, it then goes into a plain stitch. So either you could start, Michelle's is a plain stitch to start with, and then mosaic at the bottom, or you could go for it and do mosaic at the top and then go to the plain bit. Or I'm going to have to stand up for mine, aren't I, to show you. So this is there's two different versions of mine. You can do it starts from the bottom up, so you go straight into the mosaic section. And the other color version that I did, the nutmeg one, has got two other bits of mosaic sections in it, but you don't have to do all three of them. You can just do the bottom section if you like, and then leave the top section off. And then this top section is extended half double crochet, so that's nice and plain sailing as well. and mine's worked in flat rows, and you guys have done your, oh no, yours will be in rows, won't it, because it's cardi, and then Brianna's is in the round.
Is in the round.
So,
And Brianna has used overlay with hers.
yeah.
So if, you know, and then her hat would be overlay as well. So yeah, and her mosaic pattern is a really simple one as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
any of them really, you know, see what appeals to you. I find with any project, if you're excited about it,
Yeah.
you're going to persevere a little bit more through it and finish it. So,
Yeah.
and also I'm wearing the longer version, but I also did one shorter that basically you'd get your yoke done and then you would almost start right into the mosaic. So if you don't want as big a project, like as long as the one that I'm wearing, then you could do the bit shorter, which is really nice too. And you could even like cut out some of the mosaic if you didn't want it to as much, which is what I kind of had to play around with the hat. So like if you didn't want as much mosaic, I'm trying to like get myself on the camera here.
Yeah, no, we can see it.
Only part of the chart and do some of it if you didn't want it as long.
Well, that's the great thing about top down things. You know, you could, and that's what I've done as well. Like you could, there's plain sections of mine that you can do as much or as little as you like. Like we all do that, don't we? In our garments, especially, we do lots of customization tips as well. For if you want to do it like this or do it like that, then this is what you need to do. And the same for so for my hats, I had to kind of like extract, because I couldn't obviously get the whole of my elaborate pattern on it. So I had to extract like a central part of it.
Yeah, I love that.
It coordinates. It doesn't match, but it coordinates with.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of had to do a similar thing and even switch out the charts for my baby sizes and the bit bigger ones, because, you know, you're just trying to fit in what you can on the hat.
Yeah.
So I like this is I need a she shed for all of my crafts. We all do. We all really do. You'll laugh when you see my she shed. It's pretty it's pretty good. But also we're gonna have offices in there. So my daughter is gonna bring her desk and her area
that'd be nice
to help out. Yeah, it is nice to have a focused space. I think that's the big thing. When you're working from home, it can be difficult to stay focused.
Yeah, definitely. We were just talking about that, weren't we? About, you know, noises going here and stuff and people coming in and people coming to the door.
And you're so easily distracted. It's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder how I get done what I get done. It's passion, right, Hannah? It's our passion for our craft, and we just can't stop. When we talk about this, like we need to slow down. We cannot keep doing this much. And then we're like, but how can I not crochet at night?
Yeah.
Like it's so addicting. I have a hard time pulling myself away from my work because every night I want to crochet. Like that's what I prefer to do over everything else.
Yeah, same. Absolutely the same. And I find that as well. You're saying about choosing the project that you feel really passionate about. I'm the same when I'm designing something. Some things just fly off the hook, don't they? And they just work, and you just know that it's going to just be what you envisage in your head. So the other thing I wanted to say about, if people are choosing which pattern to make first, obviously you can make all of them in time, but which one to make first is just what do you want to wear? What calls to you in terms of not just what to make, but also what to wear? I think with garments, sometimes people make things and then they go, oh, actually, I don't really want to wear it. I like the idea of making it, but I don't want to wear it. So think about what you enjoy wearing.
Someone had a question about where to buy the yarn. Now, if you sign up for the crochet along by scanning the QR code, commenting Mosaics if you're on Facebook or Instagram, or checking the description box, if you sign up, you're going to get the supply list. No cost or anything to that. You just get the supply list, download it instantly. There's a coupon code for yarn from Mary Maxim. So you'll get an exclusive code there, and also everything that you need for each of the patterns is there as well. So you'll know exactly what you need to buy, the yarn quantities, and the links directly to get the yarn. And Mary Maxim has a Canadian site and a US site. So we usually give you the links. If you're in Canada, then you can buy from Canada. If you're in the US, and then I believe they ship to UK.
Yeah, they do. Well, they do. And the brilliant thing I think about this crochet along is that normally we get like an offer or coupon code for the specific yarn, don't we? But this is across the board. This is 20% off your order.
Yes.
So that's so.
And also the hooks, which we used from Mary Maxim as well. So they have different styles of wooden hooks. I think we've all used different ones maybe in the videos. I have 3 different styles of them. Love them. I've been using them in a lot of my tutorials, so you can grab the hooks that you need as well.
Wow. Oh, there's lots of people saying they've never tried Mosaic.
Okay, so we need to bring this up. We need to bring this up while we're on the talking about yarn. So Mary Maxim has 2 listings right now for Mellow Spun.
Yes.
So I think we linked to the main listing, but they did make another listing for yarn that they have called clearance colors. These colors are not going away. It's just they have an overstock of those colors. So they put them on sale. So they're actually under. So when you click through our link, just then once you're on their site, just scroll through or search for Mellow Spun and you will find that other. So some of the colors you may prefer in there. I know right now the US site, unless anything's changed since I last looked, is sold out of sand, which is the color that I'm wearing, but the taupe is very similar. It was kind of when I was going to do this, I was like, do I use sand or taupe? They're really close. If you're looking right now for a sub, you might, and it's on sale as well, which is even better because it's in their clearance colors because they have overstock of it. I did suggest they maybe move all of those colors together to make it easier. And also they are getting yarn from Canada because they have way more stock in Canada than US. So they are shipping some of the out of stock colors to the US. So Sand and Sunset were currently out of stock, but they will be getting some from Canada and moving it. Yeah. So we have been in touch with Mary Maxim over.
Oh, I think I'm still here. I think can everyone still hear me? I think Michelle's just frozen and it's going off through her channel. So I hope, she has disappeared. No, she's back.
I'm back. Oh my goodness. I was thinking that to close everybody out. I'm even in my data today and losing connection.
I think I froze as well. So I was like, no.
Are we all back? Oh, I hope you guys I hope that didn't mess up our live anyways.
No, I think we're still going, hopefully.
Lovely internet.
You can still hear us. Yeah. And I saw Jamie was saying that there are some really pretty colors in the clearance section. Yeah, there are. There's some really and there's loads of choice, isn't there, in the Mellow Spun? There's like 60 different colors. And if you get the whole collection, which has got the 6 patterns, one of the bonuses is I put together a PDF because the colors of the prism that we all use, they're absolutely stunning, but it's sometimes quite hard to pair the neutral color with them, isn't it? Or not the neutral color, with the solid color with them, because they use, for example, like this pink one, if you went with a gray, then it's got quite a lot of grey actually in it, and sometimes that will stop the mosaic from really singing and really doing what it needs to do. So yeah, there is a PDF in there that kind of guides you through the best colours to put together. But yeah, it's such a lovely collection, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gorgeous. There were some comments in here about buying yarn from us. We don't actually sell yarn. We just promote the companies that we work with for our patterns. So the yarn that I'll just say again, it's from Mary Maxim. So if you're looking to purchase yarn, we suggest going to their website. And if you can click through our links, even better, because they give us a little kickback, a little commission because we're promoting them. So if you can click through our links, that's amazing.
Definitely.
And it also shows them that, that you're supporting us and coming from us promoting them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Nicole's saying I signed up for the free version, but I did not receive the supply list and coupon code. Sorry about that, Nicole, if that hasn't come through. The email is an automatic email when you sign up. So my guess is it's probably gone to your spam folder, or there might have been a typo in your email. So my best advice would be just to sign up again, just make sure that you've put your correct email in, and then the email, it will come from hannah@handjancrochet.com. So if you then go and search in your junk and your spam, and if not, just contact one of us by email or on our messages, etc., and we'll be able to send that link through to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So to get the different sizes. So currently we only have the cardigans on our blogs. The hats are going to release next week. So we haven't, I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure if we're definite on the date yet, but we will be releasing the hats to the blog, and those individual patterns will be available in our shops as well. So right now you can buy the entire collection or get the garments for free on our blogs, buy them individually. We like to try to provide all the options for you. So you will be able to get all the sizes on the blog.
Yeah, definitely. And the hats as well. We've all done the hats from baby size through to adults, haven't we, as well?
Yep,
So, and I saw someone earlier saying that they've already started some ready for Christmas presents. Like, I think these would make amazing, because they don't take up that much yarn either, and they don't take that long to make. For me, it's the brims. It's the brims that take so long, isn't it, compared to the rest of the hat? The rest flies off the hook.
It does fly, especially when you're making a little one.
I know.
The tiny ones take no time at all. Yeah, they are. Where's one of my little ones? I have some of my little ones over here.
I've left my one with the top undone, just to show you kind of how easy, because lots of people I think worry about the how to decrease with the mosaic, and you don't decrease. Well, certainly with mine, you just go straight with the mosaic, and then when you're ready to just slightly decrease at the top to pull in the crown. So don't worry, there's nothing tricky here at all.
No. Yeah, and here's one of my here's my pink one.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they're fun.
And we said how cool it was to use the different parts of the yarn, didn't we? Because the hats don't use very much of the coloured yarn. You can actually make them look really you can use the same colour ball, but actually have completely different hats, can't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so this color is Tropics. The mosaic, the prism is Tropics, and it has a green and gray part to it as well. And I didn't even use that bit. I just started getting into the little bit of the purple. Trying to think here.
So mine
too. When I pull something off my shelf, I'm always scared that the whole thing's gonna So this is the color that I used.
That's so nice.
Yeah, they just use a little tiny bit, and then you can get, like, if you're making like some hats for Christmas presents or something, you can get quite a few hats out of one ball of prism.
Yeah, easily. And so as another example, these two, they both use the same Surfside color. So they both use this yarn, but you see it's got the blues and the darker brown, and then it's got the whites and the creams as well. So, and that's what I did with my two ponchos as well. You can make like amazingly different things with the same ball of yarn.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just checking out some of the questions here. So get all the $36. Okay, so that includes everything. So for the $36, you get all the garments, all of the hats, plus there are some bonuses as well that you get with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get everything, access to everything for the $36.
Yeah.
Or you can go to our blogs for the free patterns, or buy the patterns in our shops, like the individual. Like if you just see one pattern that you want, then you can do that as well.
And I think as well, we always do as a collection, because people kind of asked us for it, didn't they, when we started way back when. We always do enough of it, a big discount. Like, so I think it's something like nearly 45% off. So if you were going to buy all of the patterns anyway, you actually get a really good deal. So you basically get, I think, like 2 of the patterns free, don't you, by buying them all together. So if you know you're going to make them all at some point in life, then the best place to get them is as that whole collection.
And we only have that available until the end of the month. So after October 31st, the collection won't be available anymore. You'll still be able to go to the blogs, get the individual patterns, but the collection is just limited time that the 3 of us come together. It's just a finance thing. To keep them going all the time would be way too much bookkeeping for us to be able to handle. So it's just a short, like, here you can get it all together, and then individually after that.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's someone said that they don't have sound.
Oh, it's gone glitchy.
I will ask my daughter here.
Yeah, if she can hear us. Oh, Dawn's saying you ladies design the most beautiful patterns. Thank you. Thank you. We just love it. We love coming up with new ideas and also like new challenges. That's where this all began, wasn't it? Of kind of, teaching people and doing crochet along so that people can join us to learn new techniques. And we know that Mosaic is something that really scares a lot of people. But I don't know anyone that has tried. I mean, maybe there are people out here that are going to tell me I'm wrong, but I don't know anyone that's tried Mosaic and not enjoyed it. Or not, it might not be your absolute thing, but I think most people really actually enjoy the technique and find it actually really straightforward. Once you know how to read a chart, once you know what a mosaic stitch is and where to put it, that's the thing, isn't it?
So hopefully, definitely. Yeah. I mean, and for myself, my designs, like my whole business is focused on making more simpler, beginner-friendly patterns. And if it were too complicated, I would let you know. Like I find this the easiest way to do color work. It is great for beginners that want to do color work, but they don't want to be carrying yarn, all of the, complications that kind of can be frustrating for a beginner. So Mosaic is definitely something that you should try. Definitely try it. Don't be intimidated. It looks so much harder than it actually is.
I know. And isn't that amazing? Because I love that, because people are like, whoa, did you make him? Like, yeah, I did.
Now, Virginia said that she's having problems printing the download and asking me why. Now, I am not sure on the technical side of things, but what I sell is a PDF, which is a digital download, and that is printable. So if you're having issues with printing, it's probably something on your end. Maybe you need to update something.
Yeah, and actually she's saying about for the mosaic blanket. So we don't have a blanket in this collection. So I wonder if you're talking about a blanket you've got from one of us. Yeah, from one of our stores.
Talking about something else, but we all sell digital downloads. So it's a PDF, which is printable. So sometimes there can be complications on the technical side on your end. Maybe you need an update or something. I'm not quite sure, but there shouldn't be an issue with printing a PDF.
Yeah. And Laurie's asking about finding, you've got the collection and the coupon code for the Mary Maxim. So Laurie, if you've got into the membership area where all of those patterns are, where it says about download your patterns, that's a whole section. And then there's the supply list and important dates and all of that kind of section. And that's all in there. And the supply list is linked in there as well. So I think it's module 2 of the whole collection is where you'll find the coupon code and the supply list in there. And there's a link, there's an actual link just right in there that takes you to both sets of the yarn that we used as well. Yeah. Oh, and Missy Lee's asking, were any of the projects completed by you done with the Premier Colour Fusion? No, I don't think so, are they? But it's an amazing sub for Prism, isn't it? I think we've all used it on other projects, haven't we? And we really, really like it. So yeah, the Colour Fusion DK is a lovely, lovely match for it. So that would work brilliantly too.
Yeah, I love the Color Fusion. It's gorgeous. It's another, definitely a good alternative if you're looking for any. And I think Mary Maxim's pretty stocked. We were checking it out the other day, right? And lots of colors available. So if there is not something that you see, definitely check that out. And
just colors. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to put in a little spoiler alert that Mary Maxim is coming out with new Prism colors.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, they are. We were hoping that they would be in for this collection. They're not, but I believe they're coming in November. So there's going to be even more colors to choose from. I'm really excited for that.
Really exciting. And that's the other important thing to say as well. We are running a crochet along. We know that people aren't going to be able to make a garment in the few weeks that we're running this and kind of engaging with you on this, but there's no end date. There is absolutely no end date. Michelle, Brianna, and I, we're not going anywhere. We will be present in our community groups. We will be on all of our channels, and we're available for pattern support in all of those places. So if you have, further down the line, make this and finish it in a year's time and post it, and we'll still be absolutely ecstatic to see. So, and I think we're going away, aren't we, from setting because I don't like deadlines. I don't want to have it, especially this time of year. It's so hard, isn't it? To feel that pressure. So please don't feel any pressure. All we want you to do is get started. That's all we want you to do right now.
Yeah, I mean, and this happens like in our community group. I love seeing everyone post, and sometimes it was like, well, I started working on, I think someone recently was working on my duster, my coat again from last fall, and just finished posted a
Yeah,
picture. So
I saw that someone had done the duster and my poncho and then Brianna's sweater as well, and they'd completed all three of them. They were like, I did it in a year. And I was like, that is amazing.
yeah, I mean, we just want to inspire you with, you know, just getting your passion for one of the designs. If it's all of the designs, then tackle them over the course of the year. If you can do that, really, you know, it's your time frame. It should never feel rushed. Like, you want to enjoy the process.
Yeah. And Haley's just saying, I joined the Not Your Average Granny Cowl and never started it. Well, now's the time. You can be a crochet along behind. We don't mind at all. Start whatever you want to start.
Mm-hmm.
Share it. And that's the other thing, like post in any of our community groups, in Michelle, Brianna, or my community group, because we're all in each other's groups as well, so we'll all see what you make. And I want to see all the cardigans that you make from Michelle's pattern and the sweaters from Brianna's. Please come and share them with us.
Okay, I'm scrolling through my Instagram right now just to see if check yours too, Hannah, just to see if there's any other questions. Someone has said,
tells you when everyone joins, don't they? So there's tons of
yeah, what is a good easy pattern to use for a pullover sweater? I need the yarn to be washed and dryer safe, so yarn suggestions would be awesome. So that's one I have here. I mean, like, if you want something from the collection, Brianna's top-down sweater in this collection is absolutely amazing. It does have a little bit of the prism, which is hand wash. But the mellow spun, I believe, is completely...
Yeah, the mellow spun you can... Let me hang on. I've got the labels here. The mellow spun you can... It doesn't sell. But the prism, it is acrylic, isn't it? But it's kind of got a fuzz on it, hasn't it? I don't think it would.
Yeah, and that's probably why it says... Now, there's not a lot in it, so it maybe would be okay. But, you know,
it could be worth trying it, you know, making a swatch and washing it and seeing how it goes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I have several top-down sweaters now, but in this collection, that Brianna's would be the one to go for. But you can always sub yarn, and I imagine Premier Color Fusion is washable because it's...
Yeah, let me check.
The type of yarn it is. You could maybe sub out for Color Fusion if you want, because it's probably washable.
Machine wash, and you can tumble dry it as well.
Yeah, so and it has lots of great colors as well. DK, so you could easily sub it out for the prism if you're worried. But check out our shops. We have lots of top down, and even if we have used a specific yarn, usually you can sub it for something that's going to work for you. And we try to give some substitution options, usually in different price ranges as well. So especially if I've used something that's a little more expensive, that's not washable, I usually give like an acrylic option. Try to add in some cotton blends sometimes, like just giving a variety of options for those sweaters. But
and I try, obviously being in the UK, I try to find yarn that's available easily in the UK as well, which is quite tricky sometimes because I most of my audience is over in the US, so obviously I gravitate towards stuff that I know that you're going to be able to get hold of, and then lots of people in the UK get cross with me because I'm like, sorry.
To me, it doesn't make sense though that you would not have so many more options in the UK.
We do. We have lots of lovely yarn, but it's quite hard to figure out what people actually want to use and buy. And we have lots of beautiful local yarn stores, but we don't have, like when we were over together in Florida, we don't have massive stores that are full of yarn like you guys do over there. We don't have
we don't even have as, like, I'm in Canada, so I don't have as much as the States either. Like we don't have Hobby Lobby. We don't have Joann's. So we do have Michael's. So Michael's is kind of our main craft store. And Walmart. Like really, that's, other than like if it's not boutique, you know, like going into your boutique stores. So online is almost easier for me.
Yeah, same. I order online, and I think it is easier now to order online, especially with colors. It used to be really tricky, didn't it, to get like true matches of colors, but I think you can definitely see what will work and what won't work online now. And they're much better at doing better pictures, I think, aren't they? I'm just scrolling as well. just
go into the store just to just to browse and look.
Yeah, and
Just to see
squish
it in
it and
person.
feel
But
it. But yes, that's what I was going to say about the color fusion. So the great thing about, well, not that this isn't great, but the prism like has really gentle transitions, doesn't it, between the colors, whereas most other color like ombre yarns, they have quite much harsher sections of color. So that's just something to think about when you're making, especially the garments, I think, because then you want them to blend nicely. And what did you do with your sleeves to get them to match? Did you figure out at the same point, or did you just roll with it?
Oh, my sleeves on this one, I did different.
That's the thing, because I think you can go all the way.
I did different because I wanted them to be more colorful. So
yeah, I think
I didn't worry about matching, but I could have. It would have been really easy to match them if you wanted them to match. Yeah, for sure. Now, someone is asking about, I'm just going to show you here because I think she's talking about your hats, Hannah, that are under me. Because I don't think my hats are in the picture. So it would probably be
down under the, do you mean
it's probably the tropics and maybe is that wild berries?
Tropics and white, and the one on the outside, no, that's this one, do you mean? This is Surfside.
Surfside, okay.
Yeah, Surfside and Nutmeg.
Oh yeah, two outside hats. Okay, yeah.
Nutmeg's out of stock, unfortunately.
Oh, I think Nutmeg's back.
Oh, brilliant.
Nutmeg is back on the US site. It's sold out on the Canadian site.
Okay, cool.
So the majority of our audience will be probably from the US that's watching.
Yeah, hopefully.
But if you are looking at the Canadian site, Nutmeg is sold out.
Oh, and Clarissa's here. She said, I'm still finishing my V-stitch summer top, which was yours, wasn't it, from the summer crochet along? Hopefully I can start one of the beautiful patterns next month. Yes, that's awesome. There's absolutely no rush. And I think these patterns as well would be a really good thing for over like Christmas break, etc. It's a nice pattern that you can like really get your teeth into when you've got time and a bit of space, hopefully, or you want to escape people and stuff. They'd be really good for that.
Yeah. Watch out for dye lots. Yeah, that can sometimes be an issue. Definitely.
I don't see as many online places asking me for matching dye lots now. Like, because sometimes they used to say, oh, we'll send you all from this dye lot. But I don't see that anymore.
Not as much anymore. I know. I always just try to order extra of whatever I'm doing.
I know.
So that I'm sure that I don't run out. Just in case, those just in case scenarios. But there's always time. Like right now that I've run out of this pink yarn, but it's literally I'm to the very top decrease rounds. If it's a little different, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
There are some. Haley's saying, I really want to make Hannah's poncho for my mother-in-law's Christmas gift this year. That would be an amazing gift.
That would be an amazing gift. It is stunning.
And the sizing as well for the poncho, it's quite it's designed to be quite oversized, and I made the two you'll see in the pictures I'm wearing two different sizes. So if you want to go really oversized, you can size up and you can make it as long as you like. You can add a belt if you want, and also you don't, because lots of people message me and say, oh, I don't like high cowl necks, so I'll take this one. So it's a detachable cowl. You can attach it if you want to, obviously, but I'm like, as you know, at the time of life where I suddenly get hot now and again. So if I get really warm, you can take it off, or if you're going outside, you can pop it on. So it depends what people enjoy wearing.
Yeah, exactly. I know all the options. We love to give you lots of options because I know that we all like to customize. We like to customize things to suit our personal preferences.
And I think I'm just not very good at following instructions. So I always think, I even get cross with myself because I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, even when if I've written a pattern and then I'm filming it, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to change it.
Now, Maria says she's in Italy and it can take a lot. I wonder what types of yarn they can get in Italy. I'd be curious to know that.
Nice. Online yarn.
Let us know, Maria. What kind, where can you get yarn? I wonder, would
Lovecraft ship out there, I'm fairly sure. And Hobie do as well. And I think
maybe Hobie might be a good option for
and
Maria.
I believe Mary Maxim do, but obviously it takes a long time. For Mary Maxim, for me, the order's almost always here within 2 weeks. 10 days to 2 weeks it gets to me. Same with We Crochet, actually. Anything coming from over there comes within about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. I know it depends, like from the US for me and Canada. I mean, obviously we're neighbors, we're really close, but it's usually a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's still quite a long way, isn't it?
And then because the Mary Maxim is only like they have a warehouse a couple hours from me, so that's amazing. I get their stuff really quick, which
That's really good. That's really good.
I love that. Yeah, I think where is the link to Mary Maxim? So if you have got the supply list, Diana, you're going to have the link in there. Plus, we have the links on all our blogs, depending on what you're making. We have the links on our blogs and in the supply list as well.
Yeah. And if you've got the PDFs in the whole collection as well, there'll be links in those PDFs as well. So
yeah,
you should be able to find them. Yeah.
What do you do with all the things you make? I keep most of my samples. Usually hats I gift because I tend to make almost all the sizes, and I like to do a bunch of colors. So I usually make a lot of hats when I make patterns. So I gift more of those, but I always like to keep some back because over time I like to maybe take new pictures of things.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Pull them out, and I don't want to have to make it again. So if I want to give it a little refresh, maybe I feel like my photography has improved. Like, I don't know. I just like to or we use them for doing like video clips to re-show our products. So I like to keep everything. I have one of those movable like clothing racks that I keep a lot of like my sweaters on. And then I do put a lot of stuff in bins as well.
Yeah, mine are all in cupboards, boxes, baskets, all over the place. It's generally in this room that I'm in right now, but I do have some stuff up in the loft.
Look at all your sweaters on your.
Yeah, look, I've got all of that, but there's no room. I can't make anymore, or I just need to empty some out to then make some more and put them in.
I know. So typically I keep like obviously all my sweat, and I do wear some of them as well. Some of them I wear more than others, and then I think, oh, I'm gonna like outwear this. I'm gonna need to make another one. And our blankets, my daughter takes a lot of my blankets and my granddaughter, but the girls actually end up with them in their bedrooms and stuff too, on their beds. My oldest daughter, Emma, who works with me, she was complaining actually the other day. She's like, they've taken your blankets, Mom, and they're going to have them like a mess on their beds. And she was being really protective of the samples. She's like, what if you need to take more photos, Mom?
I'm like that. I had a really sad situation once. I made there was a yarn company over here called Deramores. I don't know if anyone remembers them. They are no longer in existence, but I had sent them some samples that I had made, and they were sending them back to me all in the time frame that they disappeared. And we got a message saying that we can't send them back to you. They've all gone to a local charity shop. So I had about 6 blankets that I had made for them and was hoping to get back. And they were really popular as well. And I don't have any photographs of them. I don't have anything. So I'm always like, I desperately hold on to my samples now.
I know. Because there's always, you never know. I mean, there's other patterns that I keep thinking, I want to go back and redo this. And then I'm like, I'm too distracted with new stuff.
I know. Same.
Yeah. So if we hang on to the samples, then we can always do, I mean, now, most of you know, we're both very active on social media, but video content has kind of taken over. So showing our product more through video does better than us just showing a picture. So having to, pull out our stuff to show it on video for you guys, and, showing us modeling it or showing a blanket again. So we like to hang on to those things.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Caitlin's asking, how long does it take you to make a sweater? Oh, it depends on the sweater, doesn't it? But I think, I don't know, somewhere between probably like 30-ish hours, maybe 30 and 40 hours. Depends how long it is and what kind of yarn weight as well. I mean, I've got actually the mystical one that I released probably takes half that time, probably only about 15 hours to make.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did your waffle stitch cardigan take?
Way too long. But I also did not, it was a project where I literally would pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. I just kind of worked on it over a long period of time. And I don't like doing that. I think I'm a lot more organized with my time now to not do it over such a long period of time, because you do kind of, I don't know, when you're filming, that can get like, okay, where's those video clips that
Yeah,
I
what did I do with, where did I save them? Yeah.
I feel like I'm a lot more like even every year I feel like I'm getting more polished with the way I do things. So I'm a lot more organized. I try to just get at a project like that and maybe not take longer than a month to complete it. But most of my sweaters, like my black one that I did for this collection, it took me about a week. So, and I don't know how many hours a day, but it didn't take me too long to do it, but it was shorter. This one would have taken, this one actually Emma helped me. So can't really judge.
It depends what else you've got on and how much time you can dedicate to it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And how also for me, like how into it you are. Like if I'm really enjoying something, I'm actually quicker at it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it depends on how focused I am, even when I'm crocheting, because sometimes I will crochet super fast. I'm super focused. I'm like, I got to get this done. And then other times I'm just not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just kind of crocheting, talking, watching something like, and I feel like I should accomplish more than I just did.
I feel like we should put a disclaimer of like the Mosaic pattern. They all have got plain sections in them that you can not concentrate, but that you can relax more. But the Mosaic sections, then definitely not to sit and have a conversation with someone while you crochet them. They do take, even though they are straightforward, you do need to take some focus and some energy, which is nice because for me, I love it because you can kind of escape into that. I love things that I need to focus on. And then you have the balance side of it of just stuff that you can just, do muscle memory and do the plain sections.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lindsay's asking, is it hard to work with the black yarn? We both used black, didn't we?
It was awful.
I was just going to say it wasn't too bad.
So there you go. Two opinions, completely opposite. I guess because I'm usually crocheting at night. If I was out, like sometimes I went out on the patio with it in the sun and, the brightness, I wasn't too bad. At night when I'm tired and I can't see, but my eyes are not what they were. Hannah's a little younger than me, so she's still gonna see. You just hit 40, right, Hannah?
Nearly.
See, you're not there yet. After 40,
it's all going to go wrong.
Can't see anymore. I'm blind.
Oh, so I'll tell you a funny story. So I was making this and I was panicked that I wasn't going to finish it. So I went to London with Sarah Jane from Bella Coco Crochet recently, and I took this as my project. So I was doing it on the train. And had lots and lots of comments from people going, is that knitting? Like so many people asked me if it was knitting. I was like, no, it is not knitting. And then Sarah Jane and I, we went out for a lovely meal in the evening, and then we were going to go out for a drink, etc. And we both just said, actually, should we just go and put our pajamas on and sit in the bed? We were in hotel rooms next to each other. So we went and sat on her bed in her hotel room. And I crocheted so much of this while we were watching the TV. But I didn't realize quite how dark it was. And the next day I was looking at it and I was like, that is not right. It had gone really wonky.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Because I was in the dark.
We're just like, we want to use black. We want to do this. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, if you're determined to do it, you just do it. You push through. You use the black yarn.
It looks amazing, doesn't it? So
it does. It gives a really different look, and it really pops that color, which is why I wanted to use it. Normally I go for more neutrals, but see, we did not film it for you guys in black. We went with the lighter colors for the tutorial. I was like, no way. Could you imagine? Oh, if I can't see my work, how are you going to see it?
And you're not going to see it either. No, it's really hard, isn't it? I found it quite hard to decide which prism color to use for the videos because they all change so variably. They all have really dark sections in them, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
I mean, it's really tricky, but I tried my best to figure out.
We do our best with the colors, but
everyone's saying black is so elegant and stuff. Yeah, it is worth it. If you enjoy wearing black, then using black yarn is definitely worth it, I think.
Yeah, I'm still working on my black lacy cardigan that I was
working. Oh, that's gonna look so amazing.
Our lives like way back I started, and I had to end up putting it aside. It'll be like a spring, but it's not so bad because it's lacier. So you're working like more open work where I found like the ribbing and the stitches where I kind of was like, am I going, like most of it I can kind of feel for it, but the odd thing I was like, oh, why did I do this again?
I love that when you're questioning yourself and then you're like, but I can't change it now because I've done so much of it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's people saying about having head torches and lights and lamps for it, and you can get those I've seen those neck lamps as well. They've got two little lights on the ends of them.
No, I need to get one. Every time I'm in the car, this is the only time I think about it. Every time I'm in the car driving and it's starting to get late and I'm like, oh, I need light. I always think about those. I'm like, why do I not have
Yeah,
this?
you should just order some, definitely.
Why do I not have one in the car? It needs to just be in the car. And then whenever we're driving and it's late, then I can just put it on and keep crocheting. Because it's the best crochet time, right? When you're the passenger in a car, it is the best time to crochet.
But only if it doesn't make you feel ill. There are loads of people that get cross with me because they're like, oh, does it not make you feel poorly? And I'm like, no, I'm really lucky, touch wood, that it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't with me either. I'm fine crocheting in the car. Oh, that would be a nightmare. That would be the worst. Talk about nightmares. That would be the worst thing, to not be able to crochet in the car. I used to get really car sick when I was a kid, though. I do remember that. Like if I was reading or trying to do certain things in the car as a kid, I would get really car sick.
Yeah, our Elliot, our eldest, he can read in the car, absolutely no problem at all. And I'm like, I could never do that as a child. Oh, lots of love for the neck lights. This is good.
Everyone likes the neck lights. I'm gonna have to try it. Well, we probably should get it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we have to move on. I keep trying to avoid the sun that's coming in, but it makes me happy that the sun's shining. And
you said it's nice there at the moment.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. I have to comment this because I was messaging Hannah this morning. I'm like, we're actually going to have 19 degrees on Halloween this year.
Wow.
Is that not insane? 19 degrees. I mean, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit for Americans, but I mean, for Canada, Halloween is like cold or raining or something. We get the odd nice one, but I'm like, oh, that's going to be so nice. As long as the weather doesn't change,
you'll be okay.
Get that weather. It will be great for if Emma wants to take little Rose out, just grandpa's house or something, she'll just take her to a couple places. But it's usually so cool. It's like you get the kids all these like the fun outfits for Halloween, and then they have to put snowsuits like on.
I know, and then they can't move, can they? They're like
exactly. So it'll be nice this year. It's been a warm fall. It's been really nice, actually.
Oh, I've just seen this pop up. Laurie's asking, can I use Picasso from Ice Yarns, please? I've never encountered that yarn before. So I think the best thing is to do, if you have some in your stash, do a gauge swatch with it. See if you're happy with the drape of it and if you can meet the gauge with it. And also check the yardage on it and see how closely it matches to what we've used. That would be the best thing, I think. Yeah. Definitely.
I love this. Missy says that she's really enjoyed. Love interacting with you guys. We always have Hannah and I, and Brianna couldn't be here today, but we always have the best fun. Yeah. We actually have really developed a great friendship over the years. We've been working together for a while, and I don't know if there's a day goes by that we do not chat.
No, I was thinking that the other day. Yeah. I was thinking that the other day. And something, I can't remember what happened the other day, but David was like, oh, you'll have to tell Michelle and Brianna that. I was like, I already have. We talk all the time.
We're in the loop. Yeah, it is great having the connection with our crochet besties because, I mean, who else can understand us but each other, right?
Definitely not. Definitely.
I know. No one else gets it. Most people don't even get what we do. They just don't. Now they're beginning to understand, like an influencer, like we're a blogger or YouTuber. People get that, but they don't understand how we.
No, I know.
Well, crochet designers.
I know. I was saying to you recently, wasn't I? So I've changed my accountant recently, and trying to approach someone and explain what the business is and how she couldn't get over the fact that there wasn't like a physical product. She was like, so you sell the crochet you make? I was like, no, I sell the patterns. And that it's just really baffling, I think, because it's such a new thing, isn't it? It's not a new thing to be a designer, obviously, but in the way that we are doing it in such a digital way is quite a new thing. So thank you all for joining us in this adventure that we're on.
thank you so much. We love it. We're passionate about it. We love having you guys join us for this event. So I guess just in the final wrap up, if you want to join the crochet along, it's just really started today and you can take your time. There's no deadline. Join our community groups. You can scan the QR code above us if you want to get all of the information. Check the description box, or if you are on Instagram or Facebook, you can comment Mosaics and you will get all of the details. So anyway, join our lives. We usually go live just to kind of check in with everybody and chat. So we're going to do that again, probably maybe next week.
Sometime next week, I think. Yeah.
We will let you know through our newsletters when we're going live. If you sign up for the crochet along, you'll get all that information as well. So yes, you can get the entire Mosaic collection, all 6 patterns, or get them individually, or check. Oh, my granddaughter is time to go.
Hello, Rose. She's calling you.
So thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today, and we'll chat.